I'm Chris Joseph, and this is for my Full Sail University art history class. I am at the Dayton Visual Arts Center with Eva
Buttacavoli.
Buttacavoli.
Just call me Eva.
Eva is a lot easier. So we have a few questions for you from our class, and I appreciate.
And I'm not an artist; I'm the director.
She's the director of this wonderful
particular images that has
industry is popularized
or created. It's an active place in the art gallery. You think it's quiet? No, it's quite active.
It's the echo effect of a gallery, basically.
Images that have been popularized. I can't, and I thought about this question before when you gave it to me. I guess I'm the type of person, because I've been in the arts for a long time, images that bombard me, I'm always connecting them to, like 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. Have you ever heard of that?
Yes, I remember that.
So I do that with art all the time.
Really?
Yeah. If I see something, like I'm looking at a photograph that is it's a science. He'll show you. It's a scientific. It looks like a scientific slide of a mushroom. Did you even know that was a mushroom? But it also looks like a galaxy, and it also looks like a brain cell or an explosion. So then that makes me think of, it makes me think of like the bomb at Hiroshima. And okay, that happened in the 60s.
That's an explosion. Yeah.
Right, and that was an explosion. And then that makes me think of, well, this artist is, he considers himself a naturalist, like he uses these older processes, all natural. There's like no hard chemicals in these processes.
Nice.
So it kind of harkens back to another time. So it's like one thought, it's like surfing the internet. It's like one thing connects to another, connects to another, connects to another.
Nice analogy.
Because we're so, we're so bombarded by images, but the way I look at things, or the way artists look at things, or people that are in the media, I can make so many degrees of connection when I see
Kevin
something.
Bacon himself, or just
Let me see if I can get to Kevin Bacon with that. I'm not sure if I can get to Kevin Bacon with that.
Is this shirt kind of like on the same thing here?
Say again?
The shirt, is that on the same
Yeah,
thing?
actually, that's a very good analogy. And this is how you learn to look at art, people. So what I just told you, he said there are 2 lab coats hanging, and they have obviously some sort of process that has dyed them on the fabric.
Right.
Well, a process that dyes something on something is a photographic process, because if you think about a negative and the positive and negative, and you expose it to liquid, it changes it. Well, that's what he did. He exposed different negatives onto the fabric. And he's very interested in seeds and all sorts of natural botanical elements. So that is the same artist, and it is using much the same process. But he's using it in a different way. He actually used to work as a scientist in a lab, and his teacher told him he should never go outside with his lab coat because he didn't want to get organisms on the coat that you'd bring back into the lab. So, of course, he did it on purpose, because that's how artists are. So that is kind of a take on that, and that is the, those are the actual positive and negative space being exposed of the piece. So you could have even inferred that just by kind of looking and thinking without me telling you.
Okay, well, yeah,
that's
one of
when you look at a lot of art, that's what you
about.
do. Is you try to make, okay, how is this connected? I like looking at all sorts of art. I know a lot about Haitian art. You never think that looking at me.
Haitian art from Haiti?
Yeah, I know a lot about Vodou and the religion and the art made from that religion, just because I worked in Miami and I was exposed to it.
Oh, sweet.
I know a lot about quilts. Traditional and contemporary quilts.
That's an art form.
Of course, it's absolutely an art form. I mean, it's considered a craft, but it's an art. So, I like the 60s and the 70s because there were so many changes and there was so many breaking of the rules. But that's happening even more today. When you have a period that does not have a name or a definition, it's just got everything going on, because people haven't put it in a box yet.
Right.
Like right now, if you read the blogs and the art magazines, there's not a name for this period of art right now, because it's everything.
We need to come up with a name.
We need to come up with a name.
We'll box it in ourselves, and we'll create this whole Renaissance period.
So I can't say that I have a favorite, and I work with a lot of artists, so. That's like, I fall in love with every single one of them.
And the concept of the Dayton Visual Arts Center is to work with newbies and underground, starving artists.
So the Dayton Visual Arts Center, we show regional artists, we show contemporary art, and all contemporary means is it's art within our lifetime. So it's our friends, our peers, people our age that are exposed to the same things in their world that we are exposed in our world.
Right.
the war, the president, the campaign, They're all exposed to the same things.
Right.
That's a contemporary artist.
There's been some nice art with the campaigns too.
Yeah, there has. Well, because artists have something to say, and how they express themselves is through their art. So we show local arts, we show contemporary art. We have a very high standard. We're a professional gallery. Everybody that works here has worked in the arts for a number of years. We give critical and popular information to the public, meaning we do critiques, but then, we also have fun parties. So that's what we are. We support artists in Dayton.
There you go. That's great. And